Hello, everybody! Welcome to On the Bright Side. My name is Daniel, and I'm joined by Ben.
Hello.
And we are watching Andor. Last time on Andor, what happened, Ben?
Great question. Cyril died.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Cyril also died.
He did.
Oh,
Wait.
I can't forget. Cyril also died.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That's kind of like after sitting with the episode for a while, it's just like, dang, that was a big thing that happened. Feel like my reaction was not.
No, you really didn't have much of a reaction when it happened either.
I was like, oh, well, that was happening. But now we are entering a post-Gorman Massacre Star Wars. It's a big step forward for the Empire in becoming even worse somehow. I think this episode we're going to see how the galaxy reacts. Because last episode they were watching, this episode they react. Because the entire galaxy is just a reaction YouTuber, just like me. Just like you. They're reacting to me right now. Reacting to Star Wars, in which people in Star Wars are going to react to death and destruction. Yay! So I'm excited for this episode. If you guys are excited for our reactions to Andor, then you should subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single episode going forward. Alright, Ben. I just got one thing to say to you.
Yeah.
Welcome to the rebellion. In 3, 2, 1, go. Somber music. Oh no. Sad Andor. Andor. Oh man. It's the Gorman chant. Alright. So where does the galaxy go from here? First of all, the sky starts crying.
He's been arrested.
Oh, it's the senators.
This is the Senate chamber. I have every right to be here.
Oh boy.
Will no one help me? Gorman is being slaughtered. Remember this day. Remember Gorman.
Yeah, a lot of these senators probably think they're untouchable, but...
The winner writes the story.
Well, they haven't won yet. I need to make a speech
True.
tomorrow.
They'll never let you take the floor.
I've seen you work miracles before. Has to be done, Bale. We need an exit plan, and we need to make it now while we still have the time.
You have a plan. That's not the issue.
Then what is it?
I'm not going anywhere.
Organa never really joins
Compared to
the
what?
fight.
Nothing we-
As far as we know, he dies when
At all. It's me.
Alderaan gets blown up.
Yeah.
I have to stay. We have to buy time. We're not ready. Yavin isn't ready.
Don't worry. Your daughter is putting in work.
Senator Tillman found a listening device in her office.
Remember what I said last time about like how this might run right up against Rebels when in Rebels we help her escape? I think we're gonna see the reason why she needed to. Whatever the speech is.
They're calling an early session.
I'm
at the
excited for
Senate.
it.
You'll want to hang on to this one. It's a surface pass. It's good all season.
So Cassian's already back.
I'm not coming back.
Ooh.
I'm done after this.
Not to interrupt the seriousness of the moment, but is that something frozen in carbonite right there?
Yes.
What
does
is
that
it?
mean? Done with what? With us? With all of it?
Yeah, let's hear what you have to say.
So it's a private thing, something I wouldn't understand.
I didn't say that.
Can I guess? You're
Go
tired.
ahead.
It's too much. It's too hard. You were a witness to the Gorman massacre. One would think there'd be no stopping you. The senator you'll be saving is about to risk everything, putting a voice to the atrocity you just survived. Tell her you're done.
When have I not come through? I need to start making my own decisions.
I thought that's what we were fighting for.
A freedom to make our own
Clea
decisions. Clea always has a point. She's got a good head on her shoulders. But in the end, Cassian making his own decisions is what saves everyone. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. So do we blow it up, or... Yeah, okay, I was gonna, like, smash it like a bug.
Crush you like a bug.
Because that's what it is. Yeah, that's the risk.
I need to practice the speech.
Guess man. Go to the plaza.
Where both her and Cassian are done with this. Like, tired of all this. God, it's so beautiful. Luthen, nice to see you here.
How did you know I would be here?
Erskine Samaj works for me.
Oh, okay.
He wanted to tell you himself, but here we are.
All this time?
He's protected you in ways you'll never know.
Isn't that wonderfully cryptic? Who else am I trusting that I shouldn't? Everyone?
Yes.
Well, let me guess, in the end it's only you I can trust. Is that it?
Tonight, that's true. Bail Organa's team is corrupted.
It's surprising that even Bale's...
Do you remember
Has some-
Yeah.
Kelmer, the banker?
Yeah, whatever happened to him?
How quickly you decided he was a risk. How quickly all that
If you
happened.
go with Bale's plan, you'll be in a cell before sunset.
Okay,
Seems
we're...
quite a risk, doesn't it?
We've all been bent
We
by
need to
secrets
keep you
we haven't
alive, Mon.
And I'm sorry about Erskine, but what I'm telling you about Bale is true. I'm sending someone I trust, someone I know I can trust. He will say, I have friends everywhere.
I have friends everywhere. That's
Those words.
been quite a resonant phrase for people. Because it kind of signifies that, like, the rebellion is not one
Randy
person.
isn't
It's
in yet.
not
I'm
just
still on call.
people alone.
Someone who can
It's
Senator Mothma.
everywhere. I found out about
To
you.
speak?
I'm not mad.
not sure I've
I'm just disappointed.
Felt this betrayed in my life, and I've had some experience.
Well,
When did you start?
After the wedding.
that's kind of recent.
You're dismissed
Dang.
immediately.
It's been an honor.
That's rough.
Erskine's been a real one. Do you need to listen to Luthen?
Roman?
There was someone he needed to find.
Excuse me, we have an immediate problem. Did you talk to Mothma? What
Sure, I mean,
Told
problem.
her
True.
about Erskine.
is she speaking or not?
I don't know.
Somebody knows. Is she going through with it?
Ask Luthen. We didn't have much of a conversation.
We get her out. She goes to Yavin and not you.
Well,
No, you haven't for me.
They're gonna find you, Luthen.
You act as if we had a choice. Eventually it'll hang us both.
I make my own decisions.
Is that what you've been doing? Sometimes I wonder. You appeared when I needed you. And here we are.
There's no choice but to try.
We have nothing. He's never even been inside.
Erskine knows the building.
Putting a lot of faith in Erskine.
Mothma
Well-
knows the building.
He doesn't trust me and doesn't know him. Bale's people might be there already.
And if she gets arrested,
It all comes down.
she's been one of the people propping up this entire operation. Oh boy, we're getting a look at people. Do we not trust these people?
You don't trust anyone.
Are their faces burned in your brain?
No.
Fuck. We're screwed, Ben.
Ronnie,
You know, if
you're
we
in
had to
good
be a
shape.
part of this rebellion, we'd just die.
You'll have to float this morning. That's the best I can do today.
I love floating.
Senator Mothma's making a speech. When she's done, we'll escort her to the plaza where there's a ride waiting.
Weapons?
We have a box inside, but the plan is for quick and quiet extraction.
So is this Organa's team then?
Yeah, the compromised people. That's what I thought.
There are rumors that prominent senators may try to challenge the imperial narrative on Gorman.
I've just been told
How
the morning
dare.
agenda is set. The chair has no intention of letting any of them take the floor.
Well, we'll see.
Escort team waiting. A team of 3.
Go with different
You
people.
need to leave the moment you're done.
Yeah, think about it.
9.
They may be
Get
compromised.
down there.
You've gotten that
Do what I
information.
tell you.
Do you trust them?
Of course.
Do you know them?
Personally, no, I can't. It's not safe.
Well,
Don't
that's
worry
the
about
problem.
me.
Take care of yourself, Bale.
Man.
We do what we can. Tear the shit out of this place.
Alright, Bale. You gotta love Bail Organa. It's a character that doesn't show up a lot, but whenever he shows up, he usually gets some great scenes.
Have we met?
Have you?
it's possible. I have friends
I
everywhere.
have friends everywhere. Yeah. Just like,
Of our fallen imperial patriots. Martyrs
give me a
who gave
break.
everything
Ah.
on the brutal streets of Gorman.
The brutal streets.
The tragic broth we sipped this morning has been brewing in plain
The
sight.
tragic broth is really great. Do you ever want to drink some tragic broth?
We too are grieving and wondering what more
Man, she's got the Kubrick stare. She's ready to let loose.
Hello.
Hello.
identify yourself.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Oh, is it just her that's compromised?
It might be just her.
Okay.
Yep.
Show me that.
God, she does look imperial. Oh my god! Ah! Oh! He's super dead.
So I'd like to invoke Article 17252.
He's gonna play it safe.
Was, as you may recall, proposed directly by the Emperor's Council in the case of emergency.
May yield the floor freely, without interruption, to another senior senator.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Dude, I'm so excited for her speech.
Clearly and yielding the floor to the senior senator from Chandrila.
Shut down the Senate feed.
Imperial authority.
This guy's like, oh boy. Alright, let's hear what you have to say, Mon.
I stand before you this morning with a heavy heart.
I've spent my life in this chamber. I came here as a child.
Hey.
Of conduct.
Where's Chava?
Where is he?
And we've suddenly all
Had our
Come on.
patience and
Erskine.
tempers tested. I believe we are in crisis.
What are they doing?
The distance between what is said
Shut it down.
And what is known to be true
Can't shut this down.
has become an abyss.
It's locked. Why is it locked?
It's supposed to be.
It hasn't been locked all year.
We know, we fixed it. You need the sequence key.
So let's have it.
We took it up to the security office yesterday.
this guy.
The loss of an objective
Alright.
reality
They're
is perhaps the most
part of our friends
dangerous.
everywhere, perhaps?
the death of truth.
The death of
The
truth.
ultimate victory of evil.
When
That's a good
truth-
line.
We become vulnerable to the appetite of whatever monster screams the loudest.
Cassian's gonna be all like, hold on. She's spitting. Now I really gotta keep her safe.
What took place yesterday was unprovoked genocide. And the monster screaming the loudest, the monster we've helped create, is Emperor Palpatine.
Well, she's spot on there. Bale is all like, yep. There are many knowing glances like she's absolutely correct.
Senator.
I know I'm not the team of three. You have to.
Everywhere.
Yeah, you have to trust me. It's gonna be hard,
Detained immediately.
but
Does not leave the
he's
building.
someone who cares about the truth, who knows the truth.
You have no choice but to come with me. You just keep walking. I'll be right behind you.
Mon Mothma has not experienced this kind of pressure before.
Who are you? We're here to help you.
She doesn't need this. Move ahead.
Oh my god! Wow, this got aggressive really fast. Oh man!
Anyone else? Who are you? Nobody. We just met, I swear.
Yeah, we're not trusting anyone else.
Are you sure? I've got this. Go.
Thank you, Erskine.
You killed that woman.
Put this on.
Yeah, that happens.
I'm not sure I can do this.
Welcome to the rebellion.
I knew things were gonna go down after the speech, but
They're shutting down the building.
that's not great.
The loading dock.
Yeah, let's act with some urgency here. I wonder where this is filmed, because this looks like the MoMA or something.
We're still trying.
Like the stairwell looks so familiar to me, like I've been here.
I was just making sure.
Come on, driver.
Where are they?
Does speech not mean anything to you? Man, Coruscant's officially becoming, like, just... You can't do anything there.
What's going on up there?
I was showing you.
Everyone's moving fast.
It's my driver.
Need help?
No, he's an ISB plant.
Oh, okay.
Name?
Cloris.
Cloris! Cloris!
What are you doing?
We found her!
And who are you? Hey, look at me! Hey,
Well,
hey, look at me.
said he's an ISB plant. We can't really... Welcome to the rebellion. Well, Bale, how you feel about today's events? Oh, Colonel Yularen, you have failed spectacularly today. Cool. You got a long journey ahead of you. All right, Yavin.
Who belongs to this?
I think that's mine.
Oh. God, what's his name? Melshi.
I don't even recognize him.
Melshi, we escaped from Narkina with him, and he's in Rogue One. Very small character, but he is there, so. Oh, our safe house. Drink some water. Everyone drink some water, it's hot out. Oh, it's a woman. Okay. I was like, who's he also?
He's safe.
Oh, okay.
He knows he made it back here.
Yeah, he's not gonna die off screen. Come on.
I am wondering if he's gonna die in the next episode or two.
I think the last arc, it has to happen.
You need to leave right away.
There's a ship waiting. They want her to make a speech. They want her coming in with a Yavin escort.
They want to rewrite the story.
Yeah, I believe Mon Mothma gets passed around a couple times before the Ghost crew escort her to Yavin.
I'm not sure how to thank you.
I mean, you just keep fighting.
Make it worth it.
Yeah. Don't let it be for nothing. This ship is getting a Lego set.
Oh, I know, and it looks really good.
Yeah. Also the
Careful.
Django's
1, 2.
Yeah, the UCS.
Slave One, yeah, fire spray.
Go
And I'm
with
like, that look,
That's
but it is like over a foot tall.
She survived the Gorman massacre.
Yeah.
She'll fit right in.
We are not going to log this in, any of this. That's the plan.
Thank you.
Gold Squadron will deliver the Senator to Yavin.
There's a dead KX unit backed up inside.
Yeah, let's fix that up. Maybe make him work for us. Hi there. Oh, darling. It's been a while. Some things have happened. You been thinking about things?
Have your tea.
I'm serious. I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. But I want this right here. I want to be with you.
I'm sure Bix appreciates that.
I'm gonna talk to Draven tomorrow.
But we've gotta win.
Find some place quiet.
And also he doesn't
There's
leave,
still
so
places to go to.
what changes? Bix doesn't seem to fully be.
Why aren't you saying anything?
I'm listening.
The only special thing about me is luck.
Hey, that's
And I
pretty
never
special.
played my-
I just feel like there's a but. There's a but to this whole situation. And like I was saying last episode, relationships are a big part of this. It's why we fight. But like he's giving up the fight for it. I don't know about that.
I want to be brave, but I can't. If I was brave, I would stay and do this in person. But I know you, and you just talk me around, and I've been thinking about this too long to let that happen. I have to leave.
Oh, we know why you stayed.
It is a choice. It just can't be me. I can't be the reason you leave here. If you ever do this up to me, I'd never forgive myself.
That kind of makes sense.
We have to beat them, and I believe you have purpose in making that happen. I need to believe that.
Man. Poor Cassian, he has to go through it all.
So I'm choosing for the both of us. I'm choosing the rebellion.
The outbound! The transport! Where are they? Everything is leaving went this morning!
I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm just like, that's rough, buddy.
Which means that's his last time ever seeing her.
Yeah.
We can do all the things we ever want.
Yeah, you don't know, Biggs. You don't know what happens.
I'll find you.
You won't.
Nope.
Man.
They're getting ready to power up the droid you brought in.
It's for the best, but this is gonna bring about a whole new
It either works or
dimension to what he's thinking about when he dies in
we can tweak endlessly
Rogue
once
One.
it's stable. It's
All right, but let's see if our new new friend.
Behind a console. We have some protective goggles here.
I'll take a weapon.
Getting the weapon.
I'm not sure that's safe.
Hit the switch.
Yeah, I brought it here.
Very well.
I brought him into this world, and I can take him out.
Just ready?
Punch it. Very Frankenstein right now. Hi there.
Hello. If I've offended you, I apologize. If not, I'd appreciate you pointing that elsewhere.
we got our right-hand man, voiced by Alan Tudyk. Correct?
I don't know names.
I know. I'm gonna look in there. Yeah, here it is. Alan Tudyk. I was right. Ben, you may not know Alan Tudyk, but you've heard him. Actually, I don't know. If you haven't watched Coco, you might not have watched the movies that he's been in for Disney. Probably his most famous live acting role is in Firefly, if you know that show.
Maybe? Is that the sci-fi series?
Yes. It's kind of space western.
Yeah. I have not seen it, but I do know of it.
And the debate rages on whether Cowboy Bebop or Firefly are better. And we all know the answer.
Oh, it's that good?
Yeah, it's a cult classic because it was really good and people were really passionate about it.
Like,
yeah.
Right, like, wasn't that the show that people were pissed that it got canceled on a cliffhanger or something?
It got canceled, like, mid-season or something. Like,
yeah,
season 2. So it really didn't get an ending. But apparently what we got... It would be a show that I would absolutely be willing to react to. Because I think both of us would be super into it.
Yeah.
All right, so welcome to the Rebellion, Ben. What did you think of that episode?
Not bad.
Yeah, that one went places.
That was probably... That might be my favorite episode of the
season so far?
Yeah.
Or does that make it your favorite episode of the whole show? Or do you think still... Probably One Way Out is still probably my favorite.
One Way Out was really darn good.
It's really hard to beat. But so far, if that's your favorite of this season, I can see it. It had the whole espionage aspect.
It was really good.
Yeah. There may be some moments of this season that I've liked more so far, but maybe not in entire episodes. So I could see this one being my favorite because it went a lot of places. The first part had the espionage and the whole trope of like who can you trust kind of thing happening.
Yeah.
Which I always love, but I'm gonna date this video. The day I watch this, Blind Wave, who should come as no surprise as I take big inspiration from them, reacted to an episode of Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes called "Who Can You Trust?" And it's all about the Secret Invasion arc in which there are shape-shifting aliens. So I was like in the mood for this kind of thing before I even was in it, before I even knew what was happening. This is just like an excellent espionage series and thriller series, which I guess is no surprise since before this, Tony Gilroy's claim to fame was screenplay of Jason Bourne trilogy, or at least the good ones. Well, I guess then he did the screenplay for Rogue One, and then that became a claim to fame as well. But
yeah,
now he's probably going to be most well known for Andor. Everyone likes to talk about the writing, but that speech. talking about the death of truth. That's a very important it's a very important message, because I pretty much agree with Mon Mothma. The probably worst things that like fascist governments do is tear down truth. It's like there was a massacre that was televised and we all saw it, or maybe not saw it exactly, it was probably not like fully televised, but we all know what happened, but no one's gonna say what actually happened. She talked about the monster that we helped create, right? And it makes me think of the prequels, which I've just been thinking about a lot recently. One of the most famous lines from the Senate scenes of the prequels is Padme's, "This is how democracy dies, with thunderous applause." Because the Senate like completely co-signs the Emperor's rise to emperorship, right? It's just Chancellor Palpatine, and then he became the Emperor, and they were all like, "Yep, we're okay with this," because and that's democracy, I guess. But then it became not. It's one of the main things, the main strategies of the Emperor is to manipulate truth. From like the second he's in the series, he's like manipulating Anakin. Even if he does like occasionally tell him like true things, it's like how he tells him, you know? And then he manipulates the truth around the whole Jedi Order and is all like, we had to kill them because they tried to take my life. You know, he's manipulating the truth. They did try to take his life, but it's not for the reasons that everyone thinks. Not just because they want power. Nah, that's him. It's projection, Ben. I was also just thinking about, on the topic of the Emperor, how, as a character, he was kind of not really anything that... He wasn't like a super fleshed out character in the original trilogy.
No.
He barely shows up in the first two movies, and then in the third movie he's like the big bad that we need to overcome, like the true evil. And he's great in that movie. But it was the prequel trilogy that really made Emperor Palpatine like a great character.
Yeah.
Like took him from a pretty good character to a great one. I don't think
his name, Ian McDiarmid or
Ian
something
McDiarmid,
like that?
Yep.
Yeah. Just did an incredible job with him.
Yeah. I believe he also plays him in episode 6.
Oh.
He was a lot younger then.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't know. I just feel like people don't give the prequel trilogy enough credit for that. Like, at the very least, that's one of the most important things that it has done, is made that character better. But anyway, more back on this episode. Mon Mothma's speech was really good. And I kind of talked about how the themes play into other parts of Star Wars, and like, but then we had the scene where we had to have her escape. Yeah, we had Cassian kill some people pretty. and Mon Mothma was like, "Oh my God, this is happening." I guess.
Yep.
She realized that it was necessary when she kind of forgave Erskine, and I was a little worried that Erskine was gonna like die getting her out of there, but I'm glad he didn't.
I thought he was done.
Maybe I didn't remember. People have said like he is in other parts of Star Wars, so maybe...
Oh, I don't remember him.
I really do not. So after watching this episode, I went back and watched the episode of Rebels in which the Ghost Crew picks up Mon Mothma, and yeah, Erskine's in that episode. That episode just has a lot of great continuity with this one. You can see her give a different speech in that, but that episode mentions the Gorman Massacre. It's just great to see like Star Wars properties like meet each other. I'd recommend after you watch this episode to watch that one as well. One of the best parts about Cassian is how he really doesn't mess around. He does what needs to be done. But I do wonder about if that driver could have, obviously he was a plant. He was ISB, but he seemed to be questioning things. Like, he heard the speech, and he was like, why am I not being let in on anything? The truth is being hidden from me. Mm-hmm. So I wonder if he would have been willing to help out. It's kind of the same thing with Cyril, is that it's possible that, like, these people, if you give them enough time, would help us, you know?
The issue is they don't have the time to give.
Yeah.
And
well,
it's still too high a risk.
Yeah, the issue is that they're too late. If they realize the position of everything, it's too late. Now, there are some exceptions in other Star Wars shows, like Callus is a big one, because Callus joins the rebellion around this time too, and we just let him in. I remember around the parts of Rebels where they were in Yavin base, Callus was there too. I always liked that character from Rebels. Always wish that they did more with him. There's very little surface interaction between this show and Rebels, even though they have parts that take place at the same time. But this episode gives people, like, a point to latch onto, because you can be like, oh, but, and then we see her escaping in Rebels. I don't know, this episode didn't make a point to be like, yeah, that's what's happening next. But we know, as the fans, that's what's happening next. Yeah, but that entire escape scene was really great. And then we finally got back to Yavin, and we had this whole arc of Cassian being all like, I'm leaving the rebellion, I'm done. Which is kind of weird to say as, like, a viewer when you're like, but you're not, though. Like, we know you're not, we see you die. Has been a big, like, the fact that we see him die, where he goes, has been a big thing about this entire show. I mean, how many times do you get to write a character's death, like, first, you know?
Yeah.
And then you get to go back and flesh out their life. So it has been an interesting time watching it, knowing that that's going to happen. But this kind of contextualizes some more about, like, why he, like, is willing to do anything for the rebellion. Because Bix is another thing that he's lost. And she left. It makes sense now why we don't see her. Because it was either she leaves or she dies. And I'm glad it's that she left. So
I mean, they don't have to do either.
I
like,
guess.
Luthen doesn't have to die. He could just keep being, you know, in the background.
We'll see. Oh, and Will survived. I thought we weren't going to see him again, honestly. He's getting medical attention. But Bix's whole thing of, like, we need to win. We just, like, you, and we need you to win. Because Bix really believed this whole Force thing, that he is important. But I find it interesting that the Force healer told her maybe that you are where he needs to be. Maybe that's his destiny, you know? But Bix has decided that, like, she's thought about it, and she's been like, that's not it. While I'd like that to be true, where he needs to be is he needs to be here in the rebellion. He's got to make this work. And that is sad. She wasn't able to say her last words. She didn't know they were going to be her last words, but she wasn't able to say them to him in person. I just remember from Rogue One, the scene where the blast from the Death Star is destroying the planet. And you get to look into Cassian's, like, face before it ends. And after seeing this show and seeing all that he's been through, like, it's gonna be crazy to see his face, I think. It's like an entirely new experience, because you're all like, he's probably thinking about Bix. It's probably the main thing that he's thinking about. Hoping that she's safe. We still got 3 more episodes of this show, Ben.
Yep.
Can you believe it? I wonder if we'll see Mon Mothma, because she does end up in Yavin, so I wonder if we'll see her again going forward. Because again, I've kind of been like, she's kind of my favorite character in this show, I think. She's just very strong and brave, and this episode she got to show that a lot. We also got to see more of Bale, which we're kind of like, if he only appeared in that one episode, it would have been kind of weird that, like, we couldn't get Jimmy Smits to show up, but it makes sense. He showed up a lot more. It is interesting to see the role that Organa plays, because he's been a senator for too damn long. He was a senator through the Clone Wars, And then you got to see the rise of the Empire. Which, by the way, if we're also talking about Rebels, at this time, Leia is helping out the rebellion, which, I mean, she's always been. But give us another show like Andor. Make it about Leia, please. Would kind of go hard, I think, because she's got to be going through. I mean, I guess she's mostly doing Princess Alderaan things and a little bit of rebellion stuff on the side, but still. The last thing is, we got to see a bunch of characters again in this safe house, but the only one who was missing was Luthen. If all of those other characters got out of Clea, Woman, Erskine, Mon Mothma, they were all there. What about Luthen? What is left to be done? We're gonna have to find out in the next arc what work we have left, but I think we know where it leads. It's gonna lead up to where Rogue One starts. So, if you guys are excited for those reactions, then you should subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss them. And if you liked our reactions to this episode, let us know by leaving a like and leave a comment. Tell us what you thought about this episode as well. With all that being said, I hope that I can make your day better, and I hope that you continue to have good days. Till next time, take it easy, everyone.
Have a good one.